Today, I'm going to take you guys through some of the staple movements in the gym to what I ate to go from this to this. I'm not going to show you guys everything because, we'd be here for like a 4-hour video. I'm going to take you guys through some of the main, most important things that I've learned over my journey. And one of the biggest things that I've learned so far is that it is 8% diet, 20% what you do in the gym. So no matter how hard you go in the gym, it is very difficult, if not impossible, to out-train a bad diet. So we're going to get started off with what... For my breakfast, eggs have become a staple point for my breakfast. I eat 6 large eggs, large eggs, whatever you want to call them. Bagel is optional. I'll either do this or oatmeal. If I do oatmeal, I like to put a banana in it. If not, I'll do a bagel with almond butter. I don't know. I like the taste of almond butter better than peanut butter. And then I normally eat some fruit with the breakfast just so I can have a full rounded meal. Okay, so now that I have my breakfast done, the 4 vitamins that I've been taking in the morning with my breakfast have been these multivitamins, fish oil, vitamin D3, and vitamin C. So the one thing that I have noticed is these are all dietary supplements. So if you can get them in your normal food of what you eat throughout the day, that is probably a way better source and way to get it in. But the one thing I have noticed is that whenever I've taken them, at first you don't really feel anything, but then after a month I was just like, why am I taking these? I don't really feel any different. But then you go off of them and it's not so much as you feel like you have more energy, but you feel like you're more alive, if that makes sense. Okay, so for lunch / pre-workout meal, I have beef fajitas. I will display the calories and macros here. And then, so I want to do a quick segment of what I have been taking for my supplements. In my bulk, I took some pre-workout with Pump and everything's backwards with Pump and Focus in it. This is all clinically dosed. That has been a big thing for me. So with the things being clinically dosed, I can't pronounce half the names, so I'm not even going to attempt to. But most everything is clinically dosed inside of this pre-workout. It's the pre-workout that I've been taking. I started taking creatine monohydrate, 5 milligrams of that a day, clinical dosage on that as well. Also, some people like it, some people don't. I've seen better recovery times, which has then been able to help me progress in my training and progressive overload. But by taking intra-workout, this does have carbs in it, and it's about 100 calories per serving. But I have noticed a significant gain since I've started taking an intra-workout. Since now I'm starting my cut, I wanted to take something that would help me sweat, burn the water weight off during the gym. So I've started taking Carney Shred. So that's been like the one major change since I've started my cut. I'm keeping most all of my supplements the same. I've just lowered my calories. I was in a surplus, now I'm in like a 500 calorie deficit, 200 to 500 per day. I go for more or less how I'm feeling for the day. So if I'm still hungry at the end of the day, I'm gonna eat a little bit more, and it balances out at the end of the week. But if you can't stick to a diet, if you're in a cut and you can't stick to a diet, for the rest of your life, you're not really doing it right per se. You want to have something that you enjoy, or else you're just gonna get burnt out on working out. So that's been my goal, is to keep something I enjoy doing and keep the whole progress enjoyable with food, nutrition, and my workouts to stay enjoyable. So. 10, 20 more pounds into my normal reps. But if I have a terrible form, then I'm working extra muscles and I'm at risk of injury. So I like to keep the weight to where I fell at around 8 to 12 reps within that rep range, but with good form. So if I can fell at 10 reps, then I'm good, as long as I'm not breaking form trying to get my last rep or 2 reps. So the next thing that helped me out crucially was finding a way to track my workouts. I think everyone should track their workouts. If you're not, you're really losing out on a lot of gains, because progressive overload, you need to be able to track your workouts so what you did last time, you can progressively overload to the next time. What I started off doing was I was writing everything down in my notes app, which then got very chaotic after a while. So I found out an app that works really great. The name is Heavy. It lets you track it shows you what your last workouts were, and then you can track your new workouts. So say you did 10 reps the last time, maybe you can do 12. And once you can do 12, maybe you can up your weight 5 pounds and go back down to 10. It's all about progressively overloading. It's a slow process, but that's just how bodybuilding is. So another thing is always stay eager to learn. I don't think I'd be anywhere close to where I'd be without the friends and people have showed me things that I did not realize, or just things that I never even would have thought of. If it wasn't for them, I would be half of where I was. So stay eager to learn and never think that you know more than another person, even if they're not as big as you or anything like that, because there may be something else that they get that they can say that you might understand better through them than someone else. So always stay eager to learn. Never be afraid to ask for help. If it's anything from a spot that you don't know how a machine works, or you just need to know what the proper movement is for something, never be afraid to ask. The thing is a lot of people misunderstand, I guess would be the word, of how gym people are. Most of them are really chill. We all have our own goals. So nobody's there to sit there and judge. We all come here, work our work, and then go home. So never be afraid to ask for help when it comes to anything. Another thing that I've learned is always train close to failure. You don't have to always go to failure, but learn where your failure is and take it back 1 to 2 reps. If you're not going close to failure, you're leaving a lot of gains on the table. I know this firsthand. My first few months, I was pushing myself nowhere near hard enough. And then once I started doing research on how to grow, what the best rep range and what the best form would be, I started going on 1 to 2 reps of failure and increased my gains drastically. Post-workout, the supplements that I use is protein, whey protein specifically, magnesium and zinc. These are the 3 things that I do take post-workout. I know that you do not need protein if you are making enough protein, eating enough protein throughout the day. What you've recommended is 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So for me, I'm weighing in at 180 right now, so I would need roughly 144 grams of protein per day. So I do like to go a little bit over. Personal opinion, I feel better throughout the day, and I feel like my recovery time is a little bit faster if I do. So I do like to get 1 protein shake after my workout. Ending the day off with pork chops, rosemary pork chops. I don't typically eat pork chops or pork very much, just because it has a way higher fat content than beef or chicken or shrimp. So I don't typically eat it a lot, but I do like to keep a variety in my meals, just so I can say I am enjoying my life a little bit more than just the chicken, rice, and broccoli recipe that most people do follow. I don't think a lot of people are following it as much now as back when it was like super in. So anyway, this is what dinner is looking like. So I think I'm going to end the video here. If you guys would like to see any more content, don't forget the like button, the subscribe button, and then post in the comment section below what you guys would like to see. I'll see you guys in the next one.